And you're welcome back to our special coverage of the President's regional tours. Today we are focusing on the central region where the President this morning began a 2-day working tour of the region. The President has already been to the Kasoa court complex where he inspected the facility. We're told it is 95% complete. My name is Akufo-Addo and this is our special coverage, a production by the Ministry of Information. Right now though, let's take you to Bawjiase where the President is expected to arrive there to cut sword for the construction of the Kasoa-Bawjiase Road. Our team of reporters there, Akufo-Addo and Samiriafi, joins us live from the location ahead of the President's arrival. So Akufo-Addo, take us through what has been happening even before the President arrives.
Well, the good news is President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo has just arrived at the ceremony grounds, and this is where the President is expected to cut sword for the construction of a 16-kilometer Kasoa to Bawjiase road. This road will be linking all the way to some part of the eastern region to help ease traffic congestions on this road. And as you have been told already, the contract is a Government of Ghana funded project. It is about 24-month contract which will be taken off on the 6th of September 2022. And by September 2024, the contractor who is handling this project is expected to bring to a close an official commission of the project. Koku, as I speak to you now, I have the engineer and the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Highway Authority, Engineer Christian, in team with me to take us through the full scope of this construction. Thank you for joining us here on Ministry of Information full coverage of the President tour. Thank you very much. We are here at Kasoa-Bawjiase project. Already the first 10 kilometers from Kasoa to Bawjiase has been done. Urban Road is scheduled to do asphalt overlay. But what we are coming to do today is a continuation from the 10 kilometers to kilometer 24, that's the 14 kilometers, where we are going to rehabilitate the road. The contractor that is going to do the work is called General Construction, one of the best contractors in the country. When you give him job, you can sleep because he will do the quality job without worrying yourself. And this work is starting September and ending 2 years from now. That is this September to 2 years, that 24 September. And it's going to move from just before Papas number 1, Papas number 2, then you move on to Bawjiase. This one is very important because it's connecting two regions, the central region to eastern region, and connecting the N1, that is the Accra Cape Coast Road, to the N6, that is the Accra Kumasi Road. So if you are going to Accra, you are going to maybe Sum, and you don't need to go through Accra, you just branch off. And it's going to also improve economic activity because this area is known to have farms, poultry farms. We were told that before this time, a lot of poultry farmers will be losing eggs when they are transporting it on the rough road. So at the end of the day, we are hoping that this road is going to improve upon the economic fortune of the people because they are now going to move farm produce quickly to the marketing center. And therefore, this road, as we are going to start, we are hoping that it will be able to end very on time before schedule because we know the contractor who is doing it.
So we have seen the architectural designs of the project. Can you take us through these architectural designs and the writings for this project?
Okay, so now this is what we are expecting it to be, that the artist's impression. This is the existing road, and you see that we have started scarification. If you look at here, we have done the scarification of the old section, and we are going to build a new base, that is a new pavement on the old section. And we are going to construct new drains. We have seen that he has started some of the drains, and he's doing a very good job. His drain is very neat. You can see how straight it is. And we are going to provide covers. We have the pipe covers there, so that where we need to cross the road with water, we can have it. And at the end of the day, we are going to have this kind of the end of the product to be like this. We have just simple carriageway where we have traffic signs, and we have road line markings, we have street lights in the communities.
Okay, we know Kasoa in its environs has been one of traffic-prone areas in the central and greater Accra region. Tell us, how is this project construction going to ease traffic situation on this stretch of the road?
Very well, because I told you that we are trying to take traffic off the Kasoa road, especially those who are going to the northern part, so that when you get to Kasoa, you don't need to go through the main road to Carnation. You can take off and join the Kumasi road, and then you move on to the next place. So it's going to relieve traffic, going to redistribute the traffic on that stretch, and then we are going to have less traffic on the Accra Cape Coast route.
Okay, so after President called for this construction, when exactly are we seeing the contractor on site to begin work?
The contractor, you can see, he's already on site. Okay. He has started work, and you see the drains, the critical work that is what he's doing, the drainage works. When you are doing road, you need to protect the road from water. So that is what he has to do first. Make sure that all the drainage structures are in place before he will do the pavement. The pavement is the final stage, where after that you put the surfacing, the bitumen on it, and then it's done. So what he's doing now is the first stage of the construction by providing U-drains, culverts, and the rest.
How sure are the communities who are to benefit from this construction that this road is going to take about 24 months to construct?
I can tell you the contractor is here, and I can vouch for him. Okay. This road will not take 2 years. He will finish before the time. Wow. I'm telling you. I know what I'm talking about. The contractor has the capacity. He's very serious in his work. I mean, you don't push him to do his work. He does his work according to time. And he's a contractor who doesn't take job just for taking sake. If you want to give him job, he said, please let me finish what I'm doing before I can continue. So he is a type, he's a contractor. When you give him job, you are sure that the work will be completed.
So, engineer, I've also seen this. So these are going to be the communities that are going to benefit from the road. That is Papasi number 1 and 2, Mankomeda, Anma will be, Anma will be, Jankwanta, J. Krodia,
and then you come to Bawjiase.
So all in Awutu Senya is a municipality.
Between the Kasoa and the Bawjiase, there's Awutu is a municipality. Then you connect to Awutu Senya, Bawjiase.
Are there any peripherals that the community are going to enjoy after construction?
Oh, we have a lot of those ones lead to the farming communities. When I'm talking of farming communities, people are doing industrial farming. People are having poultry farms. So those roads leading to other small communities where the economic activity is residing. So we are very much aware that this road is going to provide easy accessibility to all those factories and all those industries within the enclave.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for joining us. So, Kwaku, you just heard me engaging the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Highway Authority, Engineer Christian Inti, who just spoke to us about the importance of this road. I also have a gentleman with me here. Okay, teacher, we a plan where ya and for so dear bad pan a bit in the brow and Unyanma Aka.
Oh, you're quite with you. Yeah, there is someone who said, Nanka, Yabayama, Nanyan Akufo-Addo, your man Penny and Ado, Akufo-Addo, to the able assistance and support of Honorable Eugene. Now, Omabuama, and there, there is someone, Yabu. And then you say, Kasoa, a project in a baby, in no meantime. Fano Kasoa project no yade bebre no amsa ye won krofo bebre o fi Bawjiase papa se J Krodia o community ekonkan ekoye ejuma na o ministries now here services if you amount for workers for now share by 10 11 amount for meduya now it tells you the kind of situation you are because ekwan no instead of say over spending 25 minutes now they do Kasoa no you to spend about 1 hour it is obi ejuma ni no fi anom na o konkan ya could you imagine the time order be kwa do your friend saying ejuma ejunu ebe improve productivity.
Sorry onti etimetewasia. It takes one driving about 1 hour to drive from Bawjiase to Accra.
Exactly. The state of the road as it is now, It taking 1 hour to get to Kasoa, sometimes even more than 1 hour to get to Kasoa. 15-25 minutes journey. It can take you 1 solid hour.
Okay, so mean this road is actually supposed to take about 15 to 25 minutes from Bawjiase to Accra.
Exactly. No, Bawjiase to Kasoa.
Bawjiase to Kasoa.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, sir.
The president has said on the project here, Abba. Ayarefo a ya omko kolebu Kasoa Bawjiase, especially papasi here no omu ni polyclinic wa nti se oyare aida so be ko Bawjiase anase obeko Kasoa enti se kwan no enye na se okọ na ebe spend no your friend say many hours ansa na we do baby a also do na say ya kwan we ya within 20-15 minutes no obedu na wakwa konya na yaresa na aboa ono ankasa ne nebusia.
Okay, they say yenye kwan ankasa kra no how be ese ba amanfo ayare also more access healthcare kra no a challenge.
Exactly, a challenge because also move efi hanom ekọ Kasoa anase Bawjiase na ye kwan na em say time we spend now all the access healthcare no time no ebe reduce.
So he has also heard me speaking to one gentleman who reside at Bawjiase and who is just telling us that after completion of this road construction, it's going to reduce travel time hours from Bawjiase to Kasoa. And a lot of people, according to him, stay at Bawjiase who actually work in a greater Accra region. They sometimes have to travel about 1.5 hours from Bawjiase to Kasoa. This is not supposed to be so, but it's because of the bad nature of the road from Bawjiase to at least joining the Kasoa road main to the greater Accra region. So I'll continue to also engage other officials who will also be telling us more about how beneficial this road is going to be. So Kwaku, let me also take you back to the road. Like we said, it's a Kasoa to Bawjiase road. And as a regional road is R15 and will turn perpendicular to the N1 highway at the Kasoa interchange. The project captures 14 kilometers of the Kasoa Bawjiase road and 2 kilometers of adjoining accesses. Actually start from 10,000 to 24,000. So also we'll be engaging other officials who will be telling us more about how beneficial this road is going to be to them. So let me also engage. Let me also engage this gentleman here. Open the bako here. Yeah, the Nyamias. What about you here? Okay, what how many years?
More than 10 years.
What 10 years? Eti yenshe a coin or how many they ebre moi. Motis one person to coin every.
I'm saying. When we did that, I decided I come up a big problem pie or pie a quine. Now, who fit Bawjiase at the Kasoa? In fact, a new cry at the papa. Where breasts are portos in an eye bread and then Nanasu, down Akufo-Addo president. That's the one we have
CEO of Coastal Development Authority, West District Assembly, Honorable MP for West, the paramount chief of Ewutu, Omayene Akufo-Addo, Mute III, the chiefs and elders of Ewutu traditional area, ministers of the gospel, eminent Islamic clergy, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to make this presentation.
Now, also, and Fasodia, this road after its completion, especially those who want to travel from Bawjiase to Greater Accra region, from Bawjiase to some part of the eastern region. And he has been telling us that after completion is going to bring a sort of relief to them. It's going to also cut down their travel times a lot. Now, someone who will be traveling from Bawjiase to any part of the eastern region will necessarily not have to travel all the way to the greater Accra region before joining the main eastern region route. The person can just use a straight route after completion of this project. The contractor who has been handling this contract, that General Construction and Development Limited, a contractor just told me that he's actually on course, and after President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo cut short for the official construction of this road, it's going to take him less than 24 months to construct this road, because he has everything on site. And true to be told, when we came here to see every equipment that the contractor actually might be needed for this construction. Artillery roads have also been created to also help those who are also leading to their farming communities to be able to get easy access to the community. Construction is also of drainage. It's also on. Senior Ebeya, erosion will not take over the road, because one major issue of our road, which is being corrected under the able leadership of the Roads and Highways Minister, Honorable Kwasi Amoakwata, is to ensure that there will be at least drainage road construction in every part of this country to help protect the road from every flood. So if you also come to Bawjiase to Kasoa, 93 million 750 to construct this road. It's a 2-year contract that has been given to General Construction and Development Limited. So you can see drainage being constructed to ensure that there will be enough or erosional work to also protect the road of every flood to ensure that the road was so long. Yes, so in no time, Chief of Bawjiase will also be addressing the people, and as I'm speaking to you now, is the Deputy Minister of Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalula, who is actually addressing a mammoth gathering here. People from all walks of life in Bawjiase who are here to witness the shortcutting of the Bawjiase to Kasoa road, which is about 15 kilometers. So we can hear from behind the Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalula. And after that, time President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo will also address the gathering before the president finally get to cut tape for the construction of this road. So virtually everything is set here right now for President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo to actually cut short for the construction of this road. So let me also repeat again, some of the communities that are going to benefit from this road construction are going to be Papa C number 1 and 2, Mankomeda, Anoma Wobi, Jan Nkwanta, J. Krogia, Adau Kwao, and Bawjiase, and other communities who are going to also enjoy from the peripherals that also be created by the contractor. And all these are happening in the Awutu Senya East municipality of the central region. So these actually are going to be the communities who are going to benefit from this road construction. So in no time, I'll be taking you to the podium where the chief will also be engaging the president, also be telling president how happy they also are for this construction. After President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo will also be taking the podium to also address the people. So as I've been telling you already, Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalula, is addressing this gathering here. Yeah, Oma man for Atiasie, Dientia Ama Abai Afadi Atono Obeyasa Equal, because it has been the concern of the chief and people of Bawjiase over the years, and they've been calling on government upon government to help them construct this road, but it seems nothing much has been done to it. But
yɛbɛyɛ wɔ kwan no so nie yɛbɛyɛ general site clearance and demolition na kyerɛ sɛ yɛbɛyiyi structures anaa nnua a ɛwɔ kwan no ho no nyinaa afei yɛbɛyɛ clarification of existing prevailing bituminous surface na kyerɛ sɛ kwan no ɔmo ayɛ adwuma wɔ so dada but asɛn atutu so ɔgye sɛ ɔmo clarify baabi a ɛnyɛ no na afei ɔmo atena so ɛde materials ɛyɛ papa no ɛde ago so na afei ɔmo bɛyɛ construction of concrete side drains sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nsuo bɛnya baabi afa afei ɔmo bɛyɛ culvert a ɛde mo frɛ bridge no ketewa no ɔmo bɛnya baabi wɔ hɔ afei nso.
The last time to Kasoa takes them roughly like an hour. Now from here it links them to Ona, Swedro, Man, how do you call it? So
installation of road line markings and the safety of the Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana. Madam Masi.
Regional Minister for the Central Region. The Minister for Fisheries, a Member of Parliament for Awutu-Senya East, Minister for Local Government, a Member of Parliament for Okre, Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, a Member of Parliament for Pru West, the Member of Parliament for Awutu-Senya West, Municipal District Chief Executives, eminent clergy, Nai Apim Dako Tete, Chidomhine of Awutu Traditional Council, Ninananum. Fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, Nije pa na mede aba be sam na ewa Awutu-Senya West na medamase enso se mo ageme fefe fese awa tu kesesa medamase papa tese munim no afibia me atome ho se me free the office of Jubilee House. Makwako na makwako hwe adwuma aban eye to office na ko for the report be kirewa and this is why we need the Quacoje, the Dia. No, Etinamaba, me Baswana, Amame Kwanso, Tia, Manfo, Sama, a Dawan Kumaso, Senana, Sama Waka, Yatu, a Kwana de Nana Ebeye, me Banessa, me Babe, Chassie, or Kasoa, Bawjiase coin. I'm Minister for Roads and Highways. A year more I can somewhere when you know, a buy a Juma. Sebeye a choir Wagana. Na moi, Mufria no Susono. A day about what when ya a bois power, I would to say West. And your branch of your friend Eugene Aina, and then the Juma. Director of Communications for Presidency. The Mama so end that. Bibia obete na wutu senya wutu senya na wutu senya sa na no nyina ka ho na kwan so no aba be di baby a edu no ye ba se ya so ba be bo form ya se adwuma na se na che minister kai ansa na me free konya no so no 2 years time no na kwanu so no abie da ho amunyina ubenya ho faso na minim se kwanu de bebre wo ho asisi ye be baako sa ne aye na nyina so atunya ye jiba ya masam kakra ho no iduma mon koso njina aban na chi mon koso enjina aban na chi pinti na nsema abane nyina yemboaboa no ne yenye na hoto ne koso ayere wo Ghana no enso aba beda mo ase onyame hira mo nyina
yada your president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo yada na si papa yasada na si emei yabefa Reverend Echi na odi empaibo a edi echire amaye.
Hallelujah. Obia yenyina yensi etiase yemompai. Father, once again we thank you. We began in your name, and indeed you have ended with us successfully. We thank you so much for bringing the president onto this community. We thank you for his doings, and we thank you for his life. We ask that, oh God, may you continue to strengthen him to do what you have called him to do in this community. We once again pray that, oh God, at the challenging time you are always with us. May you will be with him. May you never forsake him. Even as, oh God, he is traveling through the region. We ask for your divine protection and your divine strength. We once again pray that may you lead all the protocols and officials and individuals so that when we get back home, once again we give you all the glory and the praise. We thank you, Jesus, for what you have done. In the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Let's shout Amen. God bless you.
Yada oya Reverend Asi papa yada Reverend Asi. Yo, that might be nananum ya papa are happy about what the president is doing for them. The president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo will soon be taking round to see how the work of the construction of the Bawjiase to Kasoa Road, with the 50 kilometers, is going to be. In Ottawa, we are engaging the Member of Parliament for Awutu Senya East, Honorable Mavis Hawakumse, who will also be telling us, as a Member of Parliament, how happy she is to see this road construction in her constituency.
And she will also be telling us how hard she has also fight to get this road construction. So Kwaku, when you come to Papasu here, you can see that the atmosphere actually is charged, and the resident people who live by other commuters who use this road are extremely happy to see President Akufo-Addo for this road. To see the president commissioning President Kasoa for this road. So, like I said earlier on, I will soon be joined by Honorable Mavis Kumsin, the Member of Parliament for Awutu Senya East. Before that, President Akufo-Addo, as you can see in your shot, will be taking round to officially cast sword for the construction of this road. And the president, after cutting sword, will then move to other side on his assignment as he began his 2-day tour of the work done in the region, especially since and winning the 2020 general elections. As has been with the president, always that he will not always want to be in the office to receive report, but he also want to get to the ground. Things for himself to know that yes, indeed, the work that is being told is done is actually done. Recently, under a store in the Upper West and Savannah regions. Today being Friday, the 2nd day of September 2022, President Akufo-Addo is in the central region for today and Saturday, which is the 3rd of September 2022. And this affords the president opportunity to see how work in the region. So be that the president will also be taking tour of some one district, one factory to also assess progress of work in this district. So
All right, so you're watching live pictures from Bawjiase, Kasoa Bawjiase, where President Akufo-Addo is being taken around the construction billboard, if you like, where he's being given a brief on exactly what the road construction will look like by engineers and contractors who will be working on the Kasoa Bawjiase Road. Remember, you're watching a live coverage, a special coverage of the President's regional tours produced by the Ministry of Information, live from Accra. But we are on the ground with the President in the Central Region, who this morning began a 2-day working tour. Currently, he is at Bawjiase, where he will be cutting sword for the construction of the Kasoa Bawjiase Road. The president earlier delivered a speech at Bawjiase, where the chiefs and people there were gathered. The president indicated how important his government considered the area in the area of developments, and so it is the reason why the Bawjiase Kasoa Road is going to be constructed as soon as possible to ease traffic and also help commuters in the area and communities nearby to be able to ply that particular road. So you're watching on the screens. If you're just joining us, you're also watching us live on GTV, City TV, Metro TV, Adum TV, Netu TV, Wuntumi TV, Movement TV, Wezo TV, Asasi Radio. Of course, if you're watching us on Facebook, this is the Ministry of Information Facebook page, and we're live in Bawjiase, Kasoa, where President Akufo-Addo is soon going to cut sword for the Kasoa-Bawjiase road in the central region. Remember, this forms part of his 2-day working tour of the region, and we are bringing you live updates on engagements as well as activities that the president and his delegation, his entourage, will be involved in. Later on today, the president will be commissioning 2 big 1D, 1F projects. He will be commissioning these projects. One is the gas cylinder factory at Chuchui, also in the central region. Then he will also be commissioning the lubricant factory, which is another 1D, 1F project in Gomafete Junction, before he will continue to other parts of the central region. So as you see on your screens, the president has just finished getting that brief on work that will be done on the Kasoa-Bawjiase road. The president will proceed now to cut sword for the construction of that road. We heard from opinion leaders, we heard from residents in the area who are very excited about this development. The president is now moving to cut sword for the construction. As you can see, he has the shovel now signifying the sword cutting of that road, the Kasoa-Bawjiase road. We also see the chief in the area who is also taking part in the ceremonial exercise to cut sword for the construction of that particular road. So you're watching this live from the Ministry of Information Live, of course, on a number of TV stations, radio station, and of course streaming live on Facebook. On your scenes, you are watching dignitaries, town folks, chiefs, personalities who have gathered at this ceremony where President Akufo-Addo has just cut sword for the construction of the Kasoa-Bawjiase road. As I did mention earlier, the president will be also commissioning some 1D, 1F factories. But right now, let's cross over to our man, Akwesinsia, who is going to be speaking to the Deputy Minister of Roads about the ceremony that you've just witnessed on your screens. Akwesi, if you can hear me right now, take over now.
Gogo, I have here with me a Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalula, who stood in for the Sector Minister, Honorable Kwesi Amwako-Atta, to read a statement on his behalf. Honorable, thank you and welcome to the special coverage of the President Tour, courtesy of the Ministry of Information, live on about 8 TV stations across the country. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for having me again.
Okay. So now tell us, how important is this 16-kilometer road for the people of Bawjiase to Kasoa?
Yeah, this road is a 14-kilometer road that links Kasoa to Bawjiase. And this is a very poor road, as you know. We traveled on it. Now, we have a lot of communities along the road, and they've been suffering for a very long time now. So we found money, about 94 million Ghana cedis, that we are going to apply to the construction of this road. And when it is done, it is going to benefit so many communities along the road, including commercial farmers. We have the understanding that there are commercial farmers who farm pineapple, oranges, cassava, and what have you. So this road is very important, and that is why out of so many roads, we decided to tackle it. And that is why we are here today.
Can this also be counted as part of the year of roads?
Of course, we've been saying it every day. Now, this is an example. We don't have the resources to do all the roads at once, but we have to find resources to do some roads. And one by one, we are clearing the hurdles. And I'm sure that to get closer to your viewers and listeners. Yes, so each one of us should be patient. As like I've always said, no amount of demonstrations can construct a road. These people haven't demonstrated, but they lobbied, and we found it necessary to come and do their roads for them. And luckily,
they are going to get it done in 24 months. The contractor that we have on this road is one of our best contractors. General Construction and Development Limited is one of our local contractors, very, very good contractor. That is why we chose him, and we pray that this road will be delivered in time, and that will be on the 5th of September 2024.
Okay. So, Honor, before I take leave of you, can you also share with us how serious is President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the ministry has given to you to man taking the reconstruction of this country?
Yes, roads are catalysts to development, economic development of the nation. If the roads are not good, nothing can happen. Nothing really can happen without good roads. Health delivery, education, commercial activities, and that is why Nana Akufo-Addo has been touted as one man, one president who has tackled roads seriously in the country. And that is why we always say every day that the roads that we have constructed in the country between 2017 till date, nobody has ever done that.
Thank you very much. So Koko has been speaking to a Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Honorable Stephen Jalola. So Koko, if you can hear me, take over as President Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, take his tour of the central region to another development site.
A man who has just brought us live updates from the sword cutting of the Kasoa Bawjiase road, where President Akufo-Addo has just performed that exercise to begin the construction of the roads for the area. And as you saw on your screens, a lot of excitement in that area. The President will continue his tour of the central region. Soon he will be commissioning 2 1D1F factories, and we will be bringing you a live coverage of those 2 commissionings as well here on our special coverage of the President's regional tours. Don't forget, the President today began a 2-day working tour of the central region, and here at the Ministry of Information we're bringing you a live coverage of that tour. My name is Kwaku Obenje. Do stay with us. We'll go for a quick break. We'll be right back.